Nestled in the heart of Central Asia, Turkmenistan remains an enigma, shrouded in secrecy and isolation. This landlocked country, bordered by Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Afghanistan and Iran, is often overlooked on the global stage. Often dubbed the North Korea of Central Asia, this reclusive nation has long captivated the world's attention with its peculiar blend of authoritarianism and extravagance. The capital city, Ashgabat, is a testament to this, with its white marble buildings and grandiose monuments. With its vast natural gas reserves, one might expect a prosperous and open society. Turkmenistan sits on the world's fourth largest reserves of natural gas, a resource that has the potential to transform any nation. However, Turkmenistan stands as a stark reminder that resource wealth does not always translate into freedom and prosperity for its citizens. Despite the country's immense natural wealth, many Turkmen people live in poverty, with limited access to basic services and opportunities. The country's enigmatic nature stems from its tightly controlled borders and heavily censored media. The government maintains a tight grip on information, ensuring that only state-approved narratives reach the public. Information flow in and out of Turkmenistan is tightly regulated, making it incredibly challenging to gain an accurate understanding of life within its borders. The internet is heavily monitored and foreign journalists are rarely granted access. This lack of transparency has only fueled speculation and intrigue, painting Turkmenistan as a land of mystery and paradox. The vast Karakum Desert, which covers much of the country, adds to this sense of isolation and enigma. The world catches glimpses of Turkmenistan through carefully curated snapshots, military parades showcasing the nation's might, elaborate celebrations extolling the virtues of its leaders, and grandiose public events designed to project an image of unity and strength, and architectural marvels rising from the desert sands. The city of Ashgabat holds the Guinness World Record for the highest density of white marble buildings, a symbol of the government's desire to showcase its wealth and power. Yet, these glimpses offer little insight into the reality of life for ordinary Turkmen citizens. Beneath the surface of these grand displays lies a society grappling with economic hardship and limited freedoms. This essay delves into the heart of Turkmenistan, exploring the complexities of its political landscape, where power is concentrated in the hands of a few, and dissent is swiftly silenced. The challenges faced by its people, who navigate a daily life marked by economic disparity and restricted freedoms, and the unique cultural tapestry that unfolds beneath the surface. Turkmenistan's rich cultural heritage, from its traditional music and dance to its vibrant festivals, offers a glimpse into the soul of this enigmatic nation. Join us as we embark on a journey of discovery, unraveling the enigmatic nature of this secretive Central Asian nation. Through this exploration, we aim to shed light on the realities of life in Turkmenistan, beyond the carefully crafted images presented to the world. At the heart of Turkmenistan's enigmatic nature lies a pervasive cult of personality. This phenomenon is not just a modern occurrence but has deep historical roots, tracing back to the Soviet era when leaders were often idolized to maintain control. Since gaining independence from the Soviet Union in 1991, Turkmenistan has charted a unique path, distinct from its Central Asian neighbors. While others embraced varying degrees of democracy and economic reform, Turkmenistan chose a different route. Turkmenistan has been ruled by a succession of authoritarian presidents, each more determined than the last to consolidate power and eliminate any potential threats to their rule. Each leader has cemented their grip on power through a carefully constructed web of propaganda and repression, ensuring that the populace remains loyal and any dissent is swiftly quashed. The current president, Serdar Berdimuhamedov, assumed power in 2022, following in the footsteps of his father. He succeeded his father, Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedov, who had ruled the country with an iron fist for 15 years, establishing a legacy of strict control and limited freedoms. This dynastic transition of power underscores the deeply entrenched nature of authoritarianism in Turkmenistan. The father-son duo represents a continuity of policies that prioritize regime stability over individual freedoms. The president's image is omnipresent throughout the country, a constant reminder of who holds the reins of power. Adorning billboards, buildings, and even bottles of vodka, his visage is a symbol of the state's pervasive influence over daily life. His pronouncements are treated as gospel, with state media amplifying his every word to ensure the populace remains in lockstep with his vision. His birthday is celebrated with lavish festivities, a national event that underscores his central role in the nation's identity. This relentless glorification of the leader serves to stifle dissent and create an atmosphere of unquestioning obedience. The state's apparatus is finely tuned to detect and suppress any form of opposition. Turkmenistan's political system operates as a one-party state, where the illusion of democracy is maintained but real power remains concentrated. The Democratic Party of Turkmenistan holds a monopoly on power, ensuring that no other political forces can challenge the status quo. Elections are routinely dismissed as shams, with the outcomes predetermined to favor the incumbent regime. The incumbent president secures implausibly high percentages of the vote, a testament to the tightly controlled electoral process. Opposition parties are either banned or operate under severe restrictions, making it nearly impossible for any genuine political competition to emerge. Effectively silencing any dissenting voices, the regime maintains a tight grip on the nation, ensuring that the status quo remains unchallenged. In Turkmenistan, the media serves as a mouthpiece for the government rather than a watchdog for the people. Freedom of the press is non-existent, and journalists operate under constant threat of censorship, harassment, and imprisonment. The government maintains strict control over all forms of media, including television, radio, newspapers, and the internet. Independent media outlets are non-existent, and foreign news organizations face significant barriers to reporting from within the country. The internet, a potential gateway to the outside world, is heavily censored. Websites critical of the government or deemed harmful are blocked, and social media platforms are closely monitored. This digital iron curtain effectively isolates Turkmenistan from the global community and limits citizens' access to information. The absence of a free press has profound consequences for Turkmenistan society. It stifles open debate, hinders the flow of information, and creates an environment of fear and self-censorship. Without access to independent and reliable news sources, citizens are left vulnerable to government propaganda and misinformation. Section 4. A land of contrasts, economic crisis amidst resource wealth. Turkmenistan presents a perplexing paradox, a nation endowed with vast natural gas reserves, yet grappling with chronic economic hardship. Despite being one of the world's largest holders of natural gas, the benefits of this resource wealth have failed to trickle down to the majority of the population. Years of economic mismanagement, corruption, and a lack of diversification have left Turkmenistan's economy vulnerable to external shocks. The country is heavily reliant on natural gas exports, and fluctuations in global energy prices have had a devastating impact on its economy. The economic crisis plaguing Turkmenistan has led to widespread unemployment, soaring inflation, and shortages of basic goods, including food and medicine. Long lines at supermarkets have become a common sight, and many citizens struggle to make ends meet. The government's response to the economic crisis has been characterized by denial and repression. Rather than addressing the root causes of the problem, the government has sought to silence dissent and maintain a facade of stability. Section 5. Ashgabat. A capital cloaked in white marble and silence. Ashgabat, Turkmenistan's capital city, stands as a testament to the country's unique blend of authoritarianism and extravagance. This city, often described as surreal, is a place where the past and future seem to collide in a spectacle of architectural ambition. Known for its gleaming white marble buildings, sprawling avenues, and eerily empty streets, Ashgabat offers a glimpse into the psyche of a nation obsessed with grandeur and control. The cityscape is a visual narrative of power, with each structure meticulously designed to project an image of strength and stability. The city's architectural landscape is dominated by monumental structures clad in imported Italian marble. This choice of material is not just about aesthetics, it symbolizes the regime's desire to present an image of purity and permanence. Government buildings, museums, theaters, and residential complexes all adhere to a strict aesthetic code, creating a sense of uniformity and sterility. This uniformity is a reflection of the government's tight control over every aspect of life in the city. The abundance of white marble, while visually striking, has earned Ashgabat the nickname the City of White Marble. This moniker, however, belies the deeper complexities and contradictions that lie beneath the surface. Despite its architectural splendor, Ashgabat often feels like a ghost town. The wide, empty streets and deserted avenues create an atmosphere of isolation and desolation. The city's streets are eerily empty, devoid of the hustle and bustle found in most capitals. This emptiness is not just a visual anomaly but a symptom of deeper social and economic issues. This eerie emptiness stems from a combination of factors including government restrictions on public gatherings, the high cost of living, and the lack of public transportation. These elements contribute to a sense of isolation among the city's residents. The government has invested heavily in creating a pristine and orderly facade for Ashgabat, but this comes at a cost. The focus on maintaining an immaculate appearance often overshadows the pressing needs of the population. The city's opulent buildings and manicured gardens stand in stark contrast to the struggles faced by many of its residents, who grapple with poverty, unemployment, and a lack of basic services. This dichotomy highlights the disparity between the city's outward appearance and the reality of life for its inhabitants. As night falls, the city transforms into a spectacle of lights with its landmarks glowing against the dark sky. Yet, this dazzling display cannot mask the underlying issues that continue to shape the lives of those who call Ashgabat home.